Stanford Cardinal. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Boston College Eagles, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Boston College lined up, ready to kick off and get things going. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Motion from the wide receiver. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Guys, let's talk just for a second about Stanford. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build on it because they haven't proven they're a top 10 team, and they want to get to that point.
Yeah, let's stay hungry. Let's not be satisfied with the fact that we just broke into the top 25. Let's get in the top 20, top 15, top 10. Let's make the college football playoff. Don't want to get ahead of your skis here too early. It's a nice thing to be inside the top 25 now, but you want to continue to get better.
The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on third down. Wide receiver going in motion. He might want another play. Brown will throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Got some room to run. He's at the 10.
All right, good news, the game just got started. There's still a lot of football left to play. The bad news is, though, you've already now turned it over and handed the defense an interception. Quarterback's going to have to be more dialed in with his decision-making in this game.
The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. Pushes for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Boston College. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Motion from the wideout. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Wide receiver comes in motion. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Might be changing the route. Brown wants to pass. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. From the shotgun, they'll run it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Not a lot of good plays for 3rd in California, so you're just trying to get a completion and help out your punter, but they can't even get that executed.
Stanford lines up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. He's got it on the run. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Boston College wants to play fast. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. You start with this type of field position and have to settle for a field goal. This is a big 3rd down coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Deep shot for the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. Motion from the wide receiver. The give to the back. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Tight end now in motion. They'll give it to him again. Ball is loose. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all, but no surprise. When you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
Wide receiver going in motion. Brown will throw it. looking to the big tight end. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Boston College right back to the line. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing the pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the...
There he goes. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. And the Golden Eagles getting set on 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Hart. Runs through the tackle. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Eagles.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Give to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
We've reached a break. Boston College has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Motion from the wideout. Brown wants to pass. They're working that left side. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Firing to the right, complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
The offense changing the play. Going to swing it on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Brown will throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Trying to find the end zone, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Stanford! Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. Got a little room. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Any time he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and then guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Handoff from the gun. Fighting off the defender. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Guys, let's take a big picture view of Stanford. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Brown wants to pass. Looking to scramble. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And it's amazing that they're only trailing by a couple of points in this game because they've turned it over a couple times and they've been sacked a couple times right now. They have no rhythm on offense right now. You have got to give the defense tons of credit. They are dominating in the trenches. That's the big story so far.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Snagged in the middle. It's Ingram. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the tight end in motion. Power football with the run. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Rush is on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Pocket breaking down. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Got the 1st down and more. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Boston College wants to play fast. Right back to the well. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His 2nd interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Brown will throw it. Here's a heat. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. The field goal is no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Stanford set to boot it deep to start this second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Golden Eagles really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. Creates a little room. Picks up the first down. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. And the Golden Eagles headed quickly to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go.
Throws toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs. And
turning it on. Gets away from one. He's got space. Touchdown, Boston College. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Quarterback may change this route. Brown wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Still running at the 40. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Offense, quick tempo.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. They'll try to get the first through the air. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
He wants to change this route. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
On the run, deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Oh, the sweet feet. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. BC back to work after picking up the first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Caught close to the marker. It's Hart. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on first down, second down, and third down, as you saw right there.
Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
The give to the tailback. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice game. The Golden Eagles want to crank the tempo. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man on the right. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Boston College. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. That's the end of the quarter, and Boston College has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Final stanza of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Brown will throw it. Unloads it left. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on first down. Here's the pressure. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw again. Snagged out of the air. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Stanford wants to push the pace. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that one?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to stop that curl route.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Under fire. And it's incomplete on third down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
He's got it, first down and more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Now from inside the red zone. Looking left. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Brown wants to pass. Right down the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Gets the back moving. On third down, he drops to throw. Here comes the heat. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds, and that's where the offense will go to work. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Boston College right back to the line.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming.
He holds it in, and nobody's close. Breaks into the open. The 10. Waltzes into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on. The defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the point after is good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a 64-yard scoring toss. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Brown will throw it. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just...